What's happening in the arts in Jasper? Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Joining me in the studio is Kit Miracle. Kit is the Executive Director for the Jasper Community Arts Commission.
That's right.
All right. And Kit, every month seems to be a very busy month for JCAC. But you have a big event coming up, and we're going to talk about really an event that was canceled earlier, will be held later in this month, and then you have some new visual arts. But let's start with what's a big event this Saturday, and that's the Chalk Walk.
It's our 10th annual Chalk Walk. Who would have guessed when we started that 10 years ago? And it just keeps getting bigger and better, more people. The t-shirts are really cool this year. They have a kind of a lime green logo, and the colors are magenta and turquoise or something. They look really cool. Just more and more stuff.
Okay, let's talk about what Chalk Walk is. What started Chalk Walk?
Well, we wanted more identity in the community, and we're kind of out on the edge of town, so we said, well, let's do something in the center of town, show everybody what we are. We started a family arts festival is really what it is. So we have the sidewalk chalk where all of the kids get their bags with all of the goodies and a box of chalk and a t-shirt. We have arts activities for kids all around the square. The kids are allowed to choose whichever square they want and draw on them with the sidewalk chalk. We also have adults participating, and we have teams, like a lot of high school kids from the various high schools participate. Little competition there. People, before it was just kids kind of scribbling around. Now they come in with their papers and they're all gridded off, and they know exactly what they're going to do, and they've got it all laid out. So
this has really expanded.
Yeah, and we have free music, we have dance, we have lots of the service organizations, our food vendors. We have an arts market which features several local artists, and it is a weekend before Mother's Day, so great time to pick up stuff for Mother's Day. We have now we've expanded. We even have some service groups that are doing just community service things, free goodies for the kids or free activities. And most of the downtown merchants have sales on or special offerings, so it's just getting bigger.
Okay, now, for people who are thinking, ooh, maybe that's getting sophisticated and I can't come down and just do my own little simple chalk. You can. And that's the whole point. There are some people who get serious and some people who just come and have fun.
I know. Come on. It's supposed to be a fun day, and it's a temporary thing. When else do you get to go to the middle of your town and draw on the sidewalk, and it's okay.
So if you're an artist, you encourage them to come and do some great artwork. But if you're not an artist, or you're just a 3-year-old that just wants to have fun, you encourage that as well.
It's great. We get grandmas that bring their grandkids down. People now just bring their lawn chairs, and if you've done it for a few years, you know to look for that spot in the shade if it's going to be a hot day. And the really neat thing this year is we're doing one of those big 3D community canvas. Laura Pommier is doing Monet's water lily garden, the one with the bridge over it. And if you remember, a few years ago, she did the 3D stacks of chalk where people could stand on it and take their picture.
And it looked like you were...
Yeah, so this is going to be a big 3D with like water lilies and a bridge, and so you can stand on it, and it may be 15 feet long, the drawing, but when you take a picture of it, it's all optical illusion. It's really fun. So
that is really neat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and is there a cost involved for people that want to draw?
It's $10.
Well, that's very inexpensive.
And you just register at in front of the City Hall. If you haven't already registered, you can still register. If you register by a certain date in April, you get the free T-shirt. If you've missed that date, you would have to buy your T-shirt. Okay. And the kids like it because I can identify kids all over town by the color of their shirt because we change our colors every year. So, and adults buy them as well. But you can still just come down even without paying anything and look around. And we have lots of people after the close of the show on Saturday night or all day Sunday that just walk around the square. You see a lot of activity.
So it's good for the artist and it's good for spectators as well.
It is.
Okay.
It's fun. And the music, of course, is all free too. And buy some lunch from one of the local vendors or breakfast. Some of them sell breakfast.
Is there a limit to how many people you can have draw?
Well, until we run out of squares, but we haven't done
There's a
that
lot of
yet.
squares in Jasper.
There's a lot.
Okay.
We counted
There's
them
a lot
at
of-
one time, and I forgot how many, but we had
Okay.
plenty, yeah.
And do you need to bring anything? Because you get a little bag with chalk in it. Is that
The
right?
bag with chalk, some of the professional artists or the students bring or buy pastels, which are a lot more intense, and we do sell those till we run out. We don't
Okay.
usually have so many of those. Something to sit on, one of those stadium seats, you know, those soft stadium seats, or if you've done it before, knee pads. Some people bring their rubber
Like the
knee
garden
pads.
knee pads, yeah.
I mean, there are some people that come really ready to do something.
And let's talk about the timing now.
Mm-hmm.
When do they register and when do they start drawing and when will we stop drawing?
The event is from 8:30 until 4.
Okay.
So until 4 o'clock, just be our guest, you know, just show up. Registration goes pretty quickly if you've already pre-registered, but we have a special line for people that are registering the day of.
Probably most people then will come between 8:30 and 9:30 and get started.
No, not really.
Oh, really? So
You
they
know?
could show up at 12:30 and start
And-
drawing? Okay.
Exactly. Well, we have a lot of kids that are in ball teams or soccer teams or something, and they have Saturday morning activities. So some of them don't come till later. Some kids come early so they can stake out their square and start, and then they go to their activity. Then they come back later in the day.
Okay. Now, is there anything else you want to add about Chalk Walk, or should we move to our next
Chalk
event?
Walk is just getting bigger.
Okay. And go down and have a great time at the square
It's fun.
on Saturday.
It's a nice family day, and you know, if it's a good spring weather, you know, we hope
The weather will be perfect.
it will be.
Yeah, okay. Now, right now, you have a new art exhibit in the visual arts area in the Crimp Gallery. Let's talk about that.
We have Alice Kitterman from Cleveland, Ohio, a sculptor, and Reed Norris, who is from St. Louis, but originally from Jasper. And so it's a beautiful exhibit. They're kind of modern. Alice is sculpting in marble, and she has some bronze sculptures there. And they're just exquisite. If you go on our website or our blog, you can see a lot more. Or if you're a Facebook friend, I've sent some out there. Okay. And Reed Norris does abstract paintings from some small ones to some very large ones. And they work together, both of the two artists. They don't work together personally, but their work goes very well
together. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a great time. On first Thursdays, we will have had, actually, as this is airing, we'll be finishing up our first Thursday, which is our opening reception. But admission is always free, so it's a great time to come out and take a look.
At the Crimp Gallery, which is located in the front part of the auditorium.
That's right.
Okay. And then we have a show that was canceled earlier, seems like a long, long time ago,
It does.
due to a back injury.
Yes.
And now it's being rescheduled, and that's the 10,000 Maniacs.
10,000 Maniacs, for all you rock and roll friends from the 80s. They were one of the first bands that started promoting themselves without going through an agent. And they started doing it through radio stations and web, and you know, now everybody does that. But they had a huge following and still do. So we have a lot of people signed up. But it's not too late to buy tickets. We still have plenty of tickets left, and we're doing a pre-event like we did for Linda Smith Band last year. But we're doing a pre-event outside or inside if we have weather problems, with the Schnitzelbank catering and some refreshments, both adult beverages and children's beverages. So, you know, if you want to come out an hour early and enjoy the festivities before the concert, that's a really great thing.
What time will that start?
The concert starts at 7:30, so we'll probably open the pre-event at 6.
Okay. Now, if somebody had tickets and they
Yes.
bought them either prior to or they got them closer to the day of, or they through the New Directions season pass, I guess, or do they need to let you know they have those? Is
No.
there, I mean, those tickets are good.
Those
They're
tickets
fine.
are good. You still will get the same seat that you were assigned.
Okay, so they may have a date on them that doesn't make sense, but
Yeah,
they're
but
still
we
good.
know that, so.
Okay, and tickets are still available.
Tickets
And
are still available.
if somebody wants tickets, how do they go about getting
Just
that?
give us a call, 482-3070, or you might be able to buy them at the door if we haven't run out. That's usually the best way. Give us, or stop by the Art Center.
And the 10,000 Maniacs was part of the New Directions concept.
It was,
Yes.
yeah. New Directions is a new series that we started just to kind of rev things up and add a little more energy to some of our shows. You know, we're looking at that next generation, maybe the 25 to 45-year-olds, but we have a lot of other older people who want to come too, so that's...
Especially with 80s music.
80s was big, you know. It was the big band, yeah.
Okay, anything else you'd like to add?
I don't know. We are just so busy all the time. Art Ventures, we're taking sign-ups for Art Ventures, our summer classes. Next month, well, of course, we'll have another exhibit in the gallery, and you guys will be there next month.
With the showdown.
Yeah, it's Country Music Showdown. So don't say you don't know where we are, because a lot of people come for that one.
And still the themed parties, themed birthday parties?
Themed birthday
I'd imagine
parties.
you're getting probably not sold out, but close to selling out.
Well, the themed
Reserving all
birthday
the
parties
dates.
this month, we've kind of had to pull back because we have so many other activities, and we don't do more than one on a day usually, although we have. But with all of our activities, we've had to not do it during on weekends. But during the week, we're still available too.
Okay, well, Kit, thank you very much for coming in.
Well, thanks for having me.
And we hope that you enjoy Chalk Walk, which is coming up this Saturday. And of course, if the weather is inclement, it'll get moved to a different date. But you know, the weather's going to be perfect for Saturday, so make sure that you take your kids down to either participate in Chalk Walk, or you yourself just go down and stroll the sidewalks around the courthouse to see the beautiful works of art that have been created with chalk on the sidewalk. Kit, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks.
This has been WJTS in Form. We are local people watching local people.